Hello, good morning, everyone. It's so nice to be here again. Have you guys join me in today's class? I'm so excited to be taking today's class, and we'll be talking about helping people nearby find you online to sell your market for your business. Very, very important, especially this topic is very, very important, especially for in the season that we find ourselves. Everyone is at home and everybody is trying to make ends meet. And we thought it a good idea. Why don't we focus on local marketing and help people sell their products very, very well? So let's dive into why we are here today without much ado. So, hello, my name is Uzoma. My name is Uzoma James, and I manage operations and distribution and partnership for Growth Tribe Africa. If you want to learn more about what we do or about this program that you are joining in on, feel free to go to gds.growthtribeafrica.com. And you want to follow us on our social media on Instagram and Facebook. Our handle is Growth Tribe Africa. On Twitter is Growth Tribe TAF. I'm going to say that again. Facebook and Instagram, Growth Tribe Africa, and Twitter, Growth Tribe TAF. So who is Growth Tribe and what are they all about? What do we do? So we are a multinational training and education organization watershed for growth and digital transformation, especially in the areas of marketing, product development for business, and self-development for career and personal synchronization. Big grammar, but simply what we're saying is we are here for your growth and we are very intentional about it. We want to leave a landmark in the world today. A lot of businesses are getting it wrong, and we are there to guide them to the right path, especially even in terms of young people that do not know where next to go about their career. We also help give guidance in terms of personal development, and we do a lot of training that covers personal development, business, sales, and growth, professional digital training, and career design thinking. Our upcoming webinars, we have some webinars coming up, and tomorrow we'll be having business basis in partnership with Pentivo. Please join in if you are interested. And next week we'll be diving deep into social media, and we'll be talking about content marketing. So, what do we mean by local exactly, and how do we aim to get people that lives in our area to buy from us? So these businesses usually local businesses mean businesses that usually sell products and services nearby. That is where people live. So if a person wanted to buy something like a bicycle or a tire, he might look up several stores nearby. A typical example is natural hair salons near me, churches near me, barber salon near me. Near me searches has increased times five since people started looking for solutions near themselves. I fall into that category because I moved into an apartment recently and I couldn't get around anything. I didn't know where the barber shop was. I didn't know where to get groceries. I was just doing near me searches. So people hunt for this stuff from their beds, from their sofas, and they're trying to get solutions to their problem just at home. So they'll do near me searches and see the salons and the businesses that comes up. So we'll be doing some practical and examples. Feel free if you have questions, please let me know so that we can touch on them. So how do you choose your online presence? If you want people to buy near you, you have to go where your customers are. Like I said, customers are like I used to say, customers are like fishes. It's important to know which methodology you want to use to catch your fish. Some people use hook and line, some people use basket, some people even use their hands. So understanding where your customer is very important. You can try to go deep inside the sea. You can try to cast your net near the shores. You get small fishes. But if you go deep, that's where the big ones are. So your strategy is important, and where you are online determines a lot. There's more than one place people can find you. All you need to do is to sit down and ask yourself, where are my customers? An example is social media, local business listing and review sites, then websites. I won't be touching social media so much because next week we're having a class on social media. I'll just be touching local listing, review sites, and website. Many people often overlook this and say, it's not important, and they don't really um, they don't really know the value of having their business on local listing. I'm going to give you different examples and tell you how we have been able to implement this for clients and how we have seen it work like magic. So, um, how does a local search work typically? So, I'm going to use a vulcanizer as an example. And a man wants to find his vulcanizer shop near his flat. He does a search for vulcanizer shop, including his city or neighborhood. For example, vulcanizers near Yaba, or vulcanizers near Akoka, or vulcanizers near Shomolu, something like that. After he does that search, if he's using Google, he'll get a list of local businesses that includes their address and stuff. Let's just check it out quickly. So this is an example that I've done. Just want to show you guys how it looks like him doing his local searches and benefiting from it. Okay, sorry. So this is the search I did. on Google, and this is results. So I can see Thompson Vulcanizer, I can see Western Avenue, and I'm seeing some of them have their phone numbers up, as you can see. If I want more results, I can check that out. So this is an example of a business listing, and it's even showing me on Google the various distribution on Google Maps, how far it is from my location and whatever. I can decide to fine tune that search and say vulcanizer near Unilag. Let's see if any results will come up. Now, I'm not getting any results from Google My Business, but I'm getting from VConnect. VConnect is also a local listing. So imagine the opportunities if you have your business listed in appropriate sites. We'll be talking about that in full details and why you should take advantage of that, because nobody knows your business. People are not going to search for your business name. They don't know you. They're going to search for the services that you offer. So except you are existing in the right places before they can grab you and say, take all my money. Yes. So, but before they give you all their money, they're looking for something in return. So, um, moving back to him, so that is exactly how local search works. Just what I showed you now. So that I use, there are a lot of platforms you can use. We'll be diving into that as we go through the course of the class. So how can you build a local online presence for your business? The most challenges that I've seen many business people have is, where do I start? How do I start pushing my market so that potential customers can see it? So you want to include, get a book, write down your name, your business name the way you want it to appear on all the local listings. Please don't today don't use Uzoma vulcanizer services. Tomorrow use Uzoma and Sons Vulcanizer Limited. It has to be consistent. If you are using one name, you have to stick to that name, and that is what everybody will know you as. Because the way Google works, it works with the same name and gives authority to a particular page. We'll talk about that when we're talking about SEO in our upcoming classes. However, be sure to do the following: include your location details. It has to be in line. And if you're going to be changing location in the next 3 months, you have to remember where you have listed all your business, get the new address, and change them all through. But first, let's talk about those that are sure of where they are now. So have your address down. Be sure it's the same address you put in every all the listing you want. So write it down somewhere. Write down the phone number. I always like writing down 2 phone numbers in case one is not reachable. And write down the hours that you are open, the hours that you're working. You also want to write down the service area where your business covers. For example, if your business in Lagos and you do delivery to Ogun State or to Port Harcourt, you want to include that. Or if you do nationwide delivery, it's important that you indicate that, so that people that are looking for the solutions to your problem, if they are coming from outside Lagos or outside Nigeria and they want to patronize you, they know that you offer that service. So it's always good to be as detailed as possible so that they can get in touch with you. So what exactly is the power? How powerful is this online directory thing that we are coming here to tell you people today? So online local directories, they help you improve online visibility and rank higher on search engines. We are not even joking. We are not giving you moi moi. This is real gold. This is real oil. All good businesses improve their online authority by generating more links that redirect back to their website or redirect back to their social media, but basically website. So it is good for online visibility. It helps you visible, just like the example we saw when we searched for vulcanizers near me or vulcanizers near a particular location. The second benefit of having a local directory, have your business listed on a local directory, is it connects with customers faster. Being present online and having contact information available only helps to connect your businesses with customers much faster. Another point is that it gathers customer testimonials. Most online directories, they provide a place where people can leave reviews and comment, oh, I bought this product from them, they're really nice. And people are reading your reviews and they're like, wow, I think I may want to try this guy out. It also gives you free promotions Most directories online are free. You don't need to pay for anything. Just only a few that you have to pay for, but I'll be giving you those ones that are free that you can take advantage of. That is why I am here for you. Okay, so that's the power of online directories. Please, guys, you guys need to take advantage of this thing. Don't dull this season. So how do you get started? How do you get started to put your market outside? So most local directories require that your business has a shop or has a four wall, but some other are becoming flexible to allow even businesses that work from home, because we are all working from home now. So Google is one of those businesses that said, oh, you have to have a shop front where people can see, but they're coming to realize that the world is changing and the way we do business is also changing. So they're now flexible to allow businesses that offer only online services too, but there are some steps that you have to follow to ensure that you provide the right documents, and you are doing the right stuff before your business can be listed. Some business listings require different documents, proof that your business exists. They are trying to avoid scammers, so you don't need to be scared. Number one, like I said before, your business name, have it as you want it to appear everywhere. Don't say today you are using Amarachi services, tomorrow you are using Amarachi bakeries. No, it has to be the same name all through. You have to have a physical address or location. Don't use post office address. That is not so good. Have a local phone number. Include the country code so that people can get prepared in case they're calling from outside the country. They understand, oh, this particular service delivers outside Nigeria and this is where the business is located. So they are prepared to know that it's an international call and they know how to reach you. So get quality photos. I cannot overemphasize this. Don't use shabby pictures. High quality pictures for your logo, for your product and services is very, very key. And rename them properly. Don't just have an image that has a name of IMG 1002 419. Okay, I'm just joking. Have pictures that are properly labeled to reflect your business name. For example, if you are selling a ballerina shoe, you want to put ballerina shoes, Uzoma store, ballerina shoes, House of Wow, that kind of stuff. You want to rename it well with your business name. It helps. It helps with SEO. It helps with online visibility. So in Nigeria, these are the different types of local directories we have. We have a lot, but I'm just able to bring out seven of these that I've used and I've seen them do wonders over time. Google My Business is one, vconnect.com, Connect Nigeria, Business List, FindLib, and SME Connect. Take your biros and paper and write this down. Although the replay will be available on YouTube, so you can watch it whenever you are. Naira Land. Naira Land is a forum. It's not a business listing per se, but we can see Nairaland transitioning, and people have the aim of Nairaland was to be a forum, but users will use your products the way that they want. Nairaland is turning to a business directory, so I bet you wouldn't regret it if you have a profile there listing all your product and services. It helps. SME Connect by First Bank is a good local directory that you can make use of. So I encourage you guys to open accounts on all this directory. The more, the better. I'll repeat that again. The more, the better. Ensure that your name is the same on all the directory. Ensure that the address is the same. Ensure that the phone numbers is the same. Ensure that the images you can use variety of images, but those images are renamed and your logo is consistent across all platforms. Then I want to talk deep about Google My Business because the most popular search engine that we have is Google, and why not have a Google My Business account if Google has an online directory? I mean, it's a no-brainer. Being there gives you more chance of visibility. So I'll be diving deep into Google My Business and why you should consider using Google My Business. It helps you stand out, engage with customers, and it helps you to find new customers because when people are searching for Google search, Google gives more preference to those that have a Google My Business account. And I mean, like you saw in the search we did, let me refresh. Let me show you guys the search so that we're practicalizing it. So yeah, so this was the search we did before, showing vulcanizers near me, near Unilag. So I was very specific with my keywords when I was showing vulcanizers near Unilag, and the first result that came up was from VConnect. I can also see some other ones. I'm not so familiar with these ones, but you can see Nairaland, like we said, find find glocal.com, Nigeria, a whole lot. So the first one I did was Vulcanizer near me, and you can see Google gave preference to those people that have Google My Business account before. You can start seeing other results about vulcanizers. CV Connect is here, GG is here, and other ones. So having a Google My Business account gives you more visibility. It's really important that you consider having one. So back to our presentation. So I was telling you the benefits of having a Google My Business account, which I think is very important for every business, like I've demonstrated. It helps you get noticed, more likely to be considered reputable. 2.7, because Google has a process that they go before they approve any business online, and you get 7 times more clicks compared to an empty listing. So this here is showing you an empty listing and a complete listing. An empty listing is a listing that doesn't have all their address, all their contact details imputed in their listing. If you go back to Google search, you will notice that some people do not have their phone numbers there, they do not have their address, they don't have their name and their location, like Lagos. You can't see where they are in Lagos. So if you have a complete listing, you have more chances than somebody that do not have a complete listing. So and you have 50% more likely, 50% purchases more likely to lead to. Okay, now I'm nervous. So you have a 50% more likely to lead to a purchase. People are more likely to buy from you because they trust the brand Google, and that is that. So one beautiful thing about Google My Business that many people do not know is that Google My Business has the option of giving you a free website. And for businesses that are small, that are just starting, that do not have the budget to build a website on their own, they could take advantage of this. Imagine having your business listed on Google and you have a free website. The website is a plug and play website, and whatever you type, you don't need to know how to code. There's nothing advanced. All you need to do is type in your business name, write an about us. Very, very easy, and it will give you a URL that you can always change to. So, how do you open a Google My Business account? First things first, you go to google.com slash my business. Google.com slash my business. We won't be talking about this here now because we have other tips and tricks to give you guys on how to get customers online. So what I advise is, after this call, in the chat section, we'll be putting our support group. We have a support group where we support small businesses and people that have side hustles. So we encourage you to join our support group. When you join the support group, we'll be talking about this in details. You can ask questions and we can answer your questions as just what we decided to do to help people this season. So many questions I get this question often, and people say, do I really need a website? I think I'm cool with Instagram. WhatsApp is good for my business. I don't need a website. I mean, website is so much work. Why should I have one? I'll just give you an example. Have you ever encountered Instagram being down or WhatsApp being down? You see the panic on many business owners' face. Hey, all my products is on Instagram. I've built my kingdom of businesses on Instagram. What am I going to do if Instagram goes down? Hey God, please. And they don't have a website where people are aware that they still do business. And let's say Instagram wipes up, or social media just wipes up one day, there's a problem and you have to start all over from scratch. How would it be? Now, those are owned media that are being controlled by third parties. Imagine having your own website where you call shots and you post whatever you want to post. Nobody tells you don't do this or you're not restricted. I mean, it gives you a lot of control. So if you have the chance to have a website, I really encourage it. I mean, if you don't have the resources to put one in place, you can use the free website that comes to Google My Business. Again, join our support group so that we can show you the way on how to do that. So, how much can a website do for a business? My sisters and my brothers, I kid you not, a website can do more than a lot. So this website can do so much more. It can help people do research about your business, understand what you do. You can put a chat option there. They can chat with experts. They can read reviews and success stories from people that have used your product. You can direct them to a video page. You can embed your videos from YouTube. You can buy things and you can track others. I mean, tons and tons of things. I can go on and on and on. The website is very, 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 very okay. The website is very, very useful. I mean, so how do you design and build your website with your business goals in mind? Don't just have a website. Don't just do a website because I said so. Don't just do a website because you notice your competitors are doing a website. Do a website because you are looking at your business goals and you want to achieve them. That is really important because that will drive you to achieve your goals at the end of the day. You don't want to do something because somebody else has said it, but you want to do it because you have an objective and you are pushing towards it. So many people do not understand the protocol that it takes to build a website. They just feel it's so. I think it's important you understand the basics of what a website is made of. So there's a web server and there's a web host. So if you decide to open a restaurant tomorrow and you have to rent a space to house it, the website is no different. Only you are not renting on the high street, you are renting on the server. So you need a shop, a physical space for people to come and buy from your brand. The same thing with a website. You need to rent an online space. You need to pay for it. Yes, it's called a server. And a server either that is connected to the internet with a software that allows it to store or host the pieces of your website all coming together, your images, your content, your video, everything they are hosted on the server. Now it's called a server because it serves up the right content when requested. For example, common components of a website is home, about us, contact us, product services. If I click on product, it sends signals to the server and the server sends signals to the internet and it appears on my screen. Voila, that's simple. So that is why it is called the server because it serves based on the request that is being made. So what other thing do you need to know? So after buying the server or you are buying hosting for your website, next thing you need to do is to buy a name. A name, for example, my name is Uzoma. That is how you identify who I am. On the internet, people need to identify your business too. You need a domain name. You need to get one. And I've imputed different companies that you can buy a name from. So one thing I encourage people before you go and buy a name, do your research if a business is already answering that name. What do I mean? There are some businesses on Instagram that do not have a website yet, but they are using that exact name that you have in mind. That may cause chaos. So what I like to do is do my research. I'll check Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest. I'll check everywhere online, do my research, and I'll be sure that okay, this name I'm using, no one. Sometimes you might even have a name and you have recorded it in Corporate Affairs Commission, but somebody is using your name already. What will you do? Maybe that person did not have money at that time to go and register, but the person came online before you. So it's always important you do this research. So rather than fighting over a name, you want to give little tweaks to your name, maybe add something to the name to make it stand out different. And the day you decide on that name and you buy your domain name, open your social media account, open everything so that you are sure that in every platform you have the same name. It's always good because if I'm following you on Facebook and one day I decide I don't want to be on Facebook anymore, I'm going to go to Instagram and look for your business. If you're not using that same name, it may be hard to locate you. So at the initial stage, it's always good to have the same name across all platforms. But let's get back to domain name. So one of the most popular places that you can buy on a name in Nigeria is Who Host. You also have Google domains. You have Namecheap. You have Bluehost. Very very important. Get a name for your business, for your website. Really good. So we've talked about hosting. We've talked about getting a domain name. So, but I like to ask you a question. What exactly are you hosting on the server? You're hosting content. You're hosting your videos, your images, the structure of your website. Somebody has to do that for you. So if you are you can decide to do that yourself, or you can employ a web developer to tweak and add extra Jara and do that for you. So this is very key. I'd like to talk about it in detail. Uh, what it means to have a domain name. How do you choose your domain name? Very, very important. I'm gonna maximize this a bit so that you guys can see what is on my screen. So if you can observe the image I have shared on the screen, I have shared an image that illustrates the right way to have a domain name. For example, if you look at this web card, you have Maggie at singingbeershop.com. So Maggie is her name. I mean, this is her email address. Maggie is her name, and singingbeershop.com is the website. And also her Instagram handle is at singingbeershop, and her email is maggie at singingbeershop.com. So the domain name is the name that comes after the email address or after the www dot. It's very important that you can see how this plays out in her social media platforms. Very important. So we have example like growthtribeafrica.com. Sorry, it's supposed to be .com. Yep, growthtribeafrica.com, and that this is your domain name, the name that comes after www dot. So very key that you have that sorted out. Then another tip to confirm if um who a domain name is associated with. So I'll give you an example with one of my friends that it's a developer, and a particular bank announced they were changing their name, and he went off quickly to buy all the domain name .com, .ng, .edu. He bought everything. And it was so funny. The bank wanted to know, who is this guy? Who is this dude who bought all our names? I think he was just doing it for fun. And he was like, he couldn't understand why they would announce a name without buying the domain name. So they used who is directory to track him down and see that he was the one that bought the domain name. So who is directory is useful in knowing which particular business is associated with a domain name, and it's a free online tool. You can use the directory to find domain owners and IP addresses, as well as mailing addresses. For privacy, some domain name owners have their personal information hidden, so it's important you know that there are times when you might use a who is directory, you may not be able to track the person down because the person has his or her name hidden from the stuff in case scammers or whoever. So it's important. So if you want to track down somebody that is using a domain name that you are using, and maybe reach out to the person. Who is directory helps you to do that. Just type who is directory. We have several examples online that you can make use of. Then how does it all come together? How do you achieve the hosting, the server, the domain name, your content, everything? So buying a domain name doesn't mean that you have a website. Please, it doesn't mean that you have a website. A domain name is the name of the website. A URL is how to find a website. And a website is what people see and interact with when they get to your website. In other words, when you buy a domain, you have purchased the name of your site, but you still need to build that site. All you did was just buy the name. You haven't arranged it the way you want. You haven't added images. You haven't added content. You haven't added all the ingredients and the Jara and the Pomo that makes it all come together. So in digital terms, a website is a collection of content, often on multiple pages. So your home page is just one page. You could have up to 10, 15 pages on your website. You could have the About Us page, the Contact Us page, the Products page, the Services page, the Orishirishi pages. You can try to have up to 20. Jumia has up to like, let me see, 50,000 pages, more than that, because they have a lot of products, tons and tons of products. So whenever you click, you go to a dedicated page that is reserved for that particular product. You can have tons and tons of websites, but having more web pages means that you're going to spend more money because you are buying more space online. So if you have more products, let's say you have an e-commerce product in mind or you sell a fashion brand, you know it's going to be heavy because you have different fashion products and you need to buy more space. But if you're a service brand, you just want to list out your services that this is what you do. I don't think you need as much space as an e-commerce brand. So how you organize your website is very key. I always encourage people to start with their home. Your home should be able to lead people back to the home page. When, for example, if I'm in the contact us page and I click on your logo, I should be able to go back to the home. So the home is like the foundation of all the page that gives a quick summary of what the brand is like. Your about us goes a step further to explain what the business has to offer, and your product and your services list out what exactly you're selling and how you are doing that, and people can contact you. It's always good to have a contact us page. Have your phone number. You can have it at the top, you can have it at the bottom, whatever works for you. I mean, have that really clear as possible. So what are the next steps? How can you build your own website yourself? Because that's what most business owners are looking for. How can I do this myself? I'm just starting up my business. I don't have much fund to invest in this. So you could use Google My Business, open a free listing on Google, and it comes with an automatic website. Like I said, if you're interested in understanding how to do this, we'll post a support link on the chat area, and please join in so that you can join our WhatsApp support group. Ask as many questions that you have. We'll always have someone on ground that will attend to your needs. Then Wix is a website that you can use, very popular and very, very awesome. Squarespace is another one. You have WordPress, and there are a whole lot of other websites online. Just Google and you will find them out. So, you can find us. Thank you for joining the class. But first, I'm going to take questions. And if you have questions, please shoot me your questions. I did like to take questions. Um, please ask your questions. If you have any questions that is regarding what we've spoken so far, I'd like to attend to them. Um, okay. Um, so you can join our WhatsApp support group. Very important. You can follow us on Facebook and on Instagram at Growth Tribe Africa, and you can also join us on Twitter at Growth TAF. Please feel free to do that, and we'll get back to you. So my name is Uzoma Once Name. If you benefited something from this class, feel free to go to Twitter or Instagram and use the hashtag #GrowthTribeAfrica. Tweet at us, um, mention us. Our handle on Twitter is at GrowthTAF. It's quite different from Instagram at GrowthTAF. You can mention us, ask questions using the hashtag. We'll follow through and we'll answer all your questions. Thank you so much for joining the class. Feel free to register for all our upcoming webinar. You can check out our social media page. We'll be posting our next webinars. If you enjoyed this class, please leave a comment below. Thank you so much for joining. Bye bye.